Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are having episode 31 of the Western Roman Empire campaign in Barbarian Invasion. And at the moment we need to deal with the rest of the Slavs and with the Franks as well. And unfortunately our monetary situation isn't the best possible. But let's hope that we can improve it soon. And maybe we could capture Vicus Franki. Here, okay, the defenses are not that good, so let's auto-resolve. And let's exterminate it. And I think we should be able to keep it in line. And here we don't have that much to do. So actually from Ravenna we could send one unit of comitatenses there, and then we have two generals here. Okay, so I guess it's time to end the turn, and it seems the Franks are attacking us. Some horde spearmen, or quite a lot of them, horde riders. Okay, so the initial army shouldn't be too bad. The second army is somewhat stronger, but I think we should try to take down at least the first army, and especially the warlord. And also, if it's possible, we should also try to take down the second army. And the terrain here seems to be favorable. So infantry with the missiles to the front. I think the Bucellary can be on the flank. And they can keep the skirmish mode on, but let's put the Foderati infantry so that they can withdraw behind those. And then we have 2 units of cavalry and 1 unit of missile cavalry. And I think everything we will do at the start of the battle will have to do with missile cavalry, as we are waiting for the enemies to come. Okay, enemy reinforcements are delayed. That's nice. And let's hope these guys don't want to attack us just yet. And of course, if we can get behind them, that would be really nice. Okay, good. And it would be especially nice if we could get behind the enemy warlord. It seems that the enemy front is quite a bit of broader than our front, but I think it shouldn't be too big of a problem. And of course, Paladin bodyguards are very good ones, so every bodyguard taken down or even damage inflicted is important. Seems we need to be careful with those horde hunters. They might, I think they will outpower these guys. Okay, first bodyguard down. And it seems the hunters are coming and some cavalry unit as well. So I guess we have overstayed our welcome, or stayed our welcome. Not overstayed just yet. And I guess we need to leave these guys to battle themselves, as the real battle is about to begin. I'm a bit worried about these two Limitane, but let's hope they hold the ranks. And unfortunately it seems they need to fight against the Chosen Swordsmen, okay? So I guess you guys need to engage in melee. And apparently we were able to beat the Horde Riders. Excellent. So I guess these guys can start to come the front a bit. Okay, enemy general is engaging us there. And I think we need to bring reinforcements to the left flank. And I don't think you want to go too far away there. And apparently our cavalry is fleeing and our whole flank is collapsing, but the enemy general has been taken down. And that's the most important thing at this point. Let's actually try to get these guys to rout. Then these can go to reinforce the troops there. And let's try to take down the Horde Hunter unit. And it seems these units here are chopping all the enemies that they encounter. Nice. And let's see if those guys could break as well. Yes, they do. And let's actually see if these guys could do something useful there. And it seems the whole enemy army is fleeing. I think the cavalry can still give a bit of chase, but I think we will withdraw our infantry into a new position. And of course, every enemy we take down here will be one less enemy for the next battle. So it pays to mop up the enemies as well as possible. It seems the second enemy army is approaching. So maybe some harassment is in order. And I think it's time we pull back our cavalry into position. I think we should start withdrawing with these guys already. Okay, they are spearmen, so no cavalry units there. Let's do some damage to these here. And of course, if the enemy army is running, they should be tired when they come to face us. Of course, the balance of power at the moment isn't optimal. But let's see, so there is the enemy warlord. And they seem to be spreading out their formation. And the question here is, should we withdraw? Or should we at least fight for a while? And you are supposed to flee. You need to fight these guys, so you can fire them. And the enemy is approaching. Maybe we should try... Okay, I don't get what these guys are doing. Apparently getting themselves killed. But if we can take down the enemy warlord, that would be in itself a worthy victory, even though if our army would be scattered. Okay, and these are ready to battle once again. And then again, I think that's somewhat unlikely that we will be able to kill the enemy general if the army breaks. Fortunately, we have only one unit of Limitane here. And I think we will use these 3 units to engage the enemy bodyguard. At least some of the enemies are already fleeing. That's good news. I guess the light cavalry can try to take care of the hunters there. And I think it's time to engage the enemy warlord. And he's down. Excellent. So, there might actually be a chance that we will beat the whole enemy army here. But that doesn't work out if we engage a spear warband from the front. So, I think the legionaries can chop down the enemy units still in line. And actually, the second half of this battle went surprisingly well. actually, to be honest, astoundingly well. I didn't think this possible. So this might actually mean that another enemy army will move to engage, and of course the terrain here is favorable to this kind of battles. So we might still have chance to inflict some more damage to the enemy. And we should have only a couple of enemies left. And there. I agree. A heroic victory. A really nice victory. Actually, I think we took out about half of the Frank strength in one go. Okay, we lost a family member here. Let's lower the taxes a bit. And let's see about the Burakum. Maybe some peasants to keep up public order. Vicus Saxones doing okay. And then we need to move to engage the Slavs, and here maybe let's repair some of the buildings. And at this rate, I think we can soon convert Vicus Franki to Christianity. And against the Franks, I think one army should go north, while we can reinforce the armies here. And of course, we might have opportunities to attack. But then again, I would like the enemies to attack us rather. Of course, here we could try to snipe the enemy family member before that reinforcing army can join the battle. And of course, if we can cause some damage to the reinforcing army, it would be also great. But our primary target will be the enemy general. Let's bring in the spearmen to the battle here. But we are in a bit of a timer. So you can charge, and these will join the battle as soon as they can flank the enemy. And let's position the rest of our troops to the middle. And it seems the enemy bodyguard is wavering. They are completely surrounded, or not. Okay, they are completely surrounded. And they will all go down, including the general. Excellent. And it was a king. Nice. So, these guys pack quite a bunch. And I think if we can charge some units on the flank, we might get them to rout. For example, these horsemen. So let's... Actually, I think the infantry should be moved up higher here. And then let's take down these horde riders first. They are fleeing. The second unit of riders. Let's break them next. And I think we need to withdraw after this. We don't want to fight against several units of chosen swordsmen. These should break soon. Excellent. And it's time to withdraw. Since the enemy is trying to flank us, let's turn a bit. And maybe... Okay, they are only horde riders, so maybe we could break the enemy general with some ease. Here I think we will try to smash our way through, but it seems our men are fleeing, so let's cause some damage, and I think it's time to withdraw. And let's try to get out from here. And I think it's time to go. Okay. One of the generals is fleeing, and I think it's really time to go now. Okay, we lost one family member, so basically that means that we overstayed our welcome here. Okay, we lost 2 family members, it seems. Well, at least the enemy lost something as well. Okay, clear defeat, but we took down the enemy king. This army does not have family members. This one does, and if that's the only family member, we could be in a position to take out the Franks altogether. So here it seems the cavalry units can move closer. And of course, if we can control them, we could be in a position to take down. Of course, here we could try to snipe. There are no missile units, so that's good news. And if we want to have reinforcements, we need to cancel some building somewhere in order to hire the mercenary unit. But I think we will move against this army first, and let's hope that we can control the reinforcements. I think our horse archers should provide us the tactical advantage needed to win the battle. And of course, if the enemy sees its position to be superior, it might be bold enough to attack. And of course, if the opportunity to slay the enemy general presents itself, I think we will grab it. But at the moment, the situation here seems pretty decent. So we do have really strong cavalry, decent infantry, especially in high ground position. And let's see if we can take down the enemy cavalry, the lone enemy cavalry unit there. And let's try to hit these guys to the flank with this other cavalry concentration. So if we can put them between hammer and anvil, result might be pretty decent. And it seems the enemy reinforcements are approaching. So let's put those units there, and I think we need to take control of the battle here. And of course, taking down the enemy general should be a priority. So, I think the first enemy army is pretty much crushed. Let's take the last of the spearmen down. And okay, some chosen swordsmen decided to join the fight here. And they don't live to regret that. And now it's only a mopping up operation. So I think we can bring our cavalry back into position here. And then the missile cavalry can continue the harassment. And this time the target is the Paladin bodyguard, if we can get behind it. Okay, there are some horsemen that could be of a threat to these units. But I think the chosen swordsmen are the most dangerous of the enemy units here. So we need to try to take them down first. And of course now the Paladin bodyguard is in range. And now there seems to be some kind of pursuit. I think we will send our cavalry units to help. Taking down the enemy cavalry would be very beneficial. So there are 3 full units at least. Except horse archers are causing them casualties at the moment. So we should be able to hunt them down rather easily. And I think actually I need to send the bodyguards back to the hill, as the battle will be joined rather soon. And let's take care of those. I think we should be able to take them out quite nicely, especially with the reinforcements. And it's time to turn back to face the other cavalry units. And it seems the real battle is about to begin. And let's try to circle around. And excellent. That might actually mean that the Franks have been wiped out. It seems some swordsmen are still putting up a fight. Not anymore, it seems. Okay, good. Those have been taken care of. And let's send the infantry to chase those guys down. And maybe these guys will break as well. Okay, excellent. Actually, really nice victory, and let's hope that that was the last Frankish family member. Excellent. So, Franks down, Slavs to go. And of course, it seems the battle here might be quite challenging, so let's not engage just yet. Let's wait to bring some reinforcements. For example, these guys here. And then we need to check the settlement status. We don't have too much money to react to anything, but it seems everything is somewhat in order. Okay, and finally we are getting some money. And the Slavs seem to be between those two armies. Let's take down these. rebels. And actually I think this army can go to hunt those rebels down. These can join. And the horse army should go after the Slavs. These units can reinforce something somewhere. And then this army should go there to join the hunt. And now it's interesting where the Slavs have gone. Let's repair these buildings. And not those that are most expensive. And what's the religious situation here? So I think we should build at least roads here. Maybe we could repair something, or then not. And in here maybe academy would be good. And of course when we move our armies to the region, I think there should be so many Christian characters that it will be enough to turn their settlements into Christianity without too many difficulties. So Dimidi needs to be checked. Salamis, Tarsus, once again Ctesiphon, Sinope. Okay, so let's start from Dimidi. I think a couple of peasants should fix the things here. Then there was Sinope. Maybe some peasants here as well. And maybe Hermitage. And then there was Ctesiphon. And this is beginning to be somewhat difficult. So monthly games and races should do the trick. And then Salamis and Tarsus. I guess... Oh, we don't have arena there, so that needs to be rectified. But I think overall pretty decent, so we can finish the turn. And since the Sarmatians are moving there, I think we need to move some troops in order to reinforce defenses. And I think we have a turn. Okay, so the Slavs are attacking now with the 3 armies, with 2 family members. I think our army here should be strong enough to hold, at least against the initial army. And I don't like forest battles at all. I don't like these because it's so difficult to control the troops because of low visibility. I think it's possible to somehow make the trees invisible. That could be pretty nice, but to be honest, I don't know how to do that. And I think this is a decent position because from it we can withdraw with ease when the time comes. And of course, now that we are not next to the limit of the map, I think we need to reposition ourselves a bit more in this area. Okay. And it seems the Franks were prone to delays, but it seems that Slavs, on the other hand, are not. And of course there is missile cavalry, so our missile cavalry is not going to be very efficient there. I think we will join the main force here. Okay. At least one enemy unit is fleeing already. And of course it would be nice to take down that enemy missile cavalry unit. Let's hope it comes close enough. Apparently it does not. So the archers can move a bit more forward and take it down. Hopefully, at least. Okay. Some chosen warriors eager for battle, it seems. I think we should be able to break them rather easily. And I think the legionaries should stay in place. And these archers can go back into their place. So, cavalry charge from missile cavalry looks nice. Flanking force. Let's try to flank them in turn. Nice. And let's try to flank this unit to break it. Excellent. And with this, I think we have managed to take out a significant portion of the enemy armies. Excluding some missile cavalry. Okay, another flanking maneuver incoming, it seems. Once again, spearmen moving in the trees. And they are breaking. And it seems our left flank is thinning out quite a bit. So mostly we have only cavalry on that flank. And on the other flank... this side seems to be doing okay. Of course, they will fall under attack rather soon. But at least we have taken down the most imminent threat to this flank. Maybe we could rout these chosen warriors from here with a flanking charge. Apparently not. Time to withdraw. Oh. But other units are actually routing. And enemy warlord charging in. And he, of course, should be the primary target here at the moment. Excellent.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
And of course, if we could hunt down those raiders, that would be quite decent. But let's try to take down the enemy infantry first. And then let's focus fire with archers. Those missile cavalry units. And let's try to keep our general alive here. We can take down the last enemy general or captain. I think we will have the battle here. Okay, good.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
So, not too many enemies to go anymore. And I guess the rest are withdrawing. Actually, quite tough battle, to be honest. But the result was pretty decent. And still another army. Rick, he doesn't have... But our general's bodyguard is depleted. I think we will try to avoid this battle. So, a family member there. And actually it seems we have misplaced one of the family members there. Amicus Frankie. I think we can tear these buildings down here. And I don't know if we need these unit production facilities. Maybe we can repair that guild hall, but I think that's pretty much what we need.
General, forward. Orders, Imperator. Imperator, move out. Orders, onward. Move depleted, sir. Orders.
Maybe we could actually join forces with some of these armies here. And this army here could join forces with these. And now the bodyguard has been replenished. Maybe some reinforcements would be nice. And I think we have 3 or 4 settlements plus this under siege still to go. And let's see about Campus Roxolani. Think academy or walls there. Would be quite nice. And then let's see our settlements overall. Tarsus needs the arena, Sinope needs to be checked. So let's begin the construction of arena here. And let's train some peasants. So that we can get rid of some of the population there. Maybe not daily games, but monthly games will be enough. And let's hope that the public order will stay in high enough level. And it seems at the same time we are in pretty good position to push eastward as soon as our armies can converge and begin the final push. So, not many episodes to go. I think this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That will help a great deal. You can also share this video to someone you think might like this kind of gameplay. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.